Yes, this because you mentioned how like fighting was something that helped you out with alcohol before, and it's something that keeps you going. Like even right now that you're rehabbing,
Yeah.
like you have your focus on your rehab to your next fight,
To knocking someone out.
to knocking someone out. Yeah. Have you thought about like what fighting looks like when you're not focused on fighting in the ring, or what
What do
like
you mean?
as in like, you know, when your career does end somewhere down the line, have you thought about what what else you want to do? Because I mean, I'm assuming you're still going to have some type of training within that, training and fighting, but it might not be, you might not be doing it in the ring anymore. Have you thought about what that looks like?
Yeah, I go through waves because there's a big part of me that hates MMA training where I'm like, fuck, like I'm so beat up and I'm so sore. Like wrestling's hard, man. Like I love wrestling, but it's so hard on your body. So honestly, like there are days in camp where I'm like, fuck this. After this fight, I'm done. Like I'm not doing this anymore. This sucks. But yeah, I'm definitely not at that stage. I think once I finish competing, I know once I finish fighting MMA, I'm going to be on a journey to win a Muay Thai world title. I know that.
Okay.
That's definitely something I want to accomplish before I retire from competition. I think I will always compete in something though. I have this idea that once I stop getting drug tested, I'll take a bunch of steroids and do like strongman competitions. But
Really?
yeah.
Oh shit.
I was
We'll have you back on the show.
Wow. Okay.
I like being strong, you know, and I like to compete. And I think I definitely know once I finish fighting, I'm gonna have to find something to compete in. I don't entirely know what that looks like. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. I think I'll always do kickboxing because that's my first love. You know, I probably won't do jiu-jitsu. I'm not one of those people who's going to be on like a journey to get their black belt once they finish fighting. Like, once I'm not fighting anymore, I am not doing jiu-jitsu anymore. Like, I'm out. Sorry, guys.
I would encourage you
Sorry,
to,
coach.
keep athleticism. You know, like
For
if,
sure.
if you are going to lift heavy, hit the bag here and there. Just
Yeah.
get some like rotational stuff. We've talked about it before that like when you are lifting in the gym, the athletic stuff is not really addressed
Yeah.
typically in like regular lifts, and so having some sort of exercise or some sort of thing that you do that has reaction time,
Yeah.
and then something that you do that has like some sort of rotation and just different movement.
Yeah.
Because even with the heavy lifts, if you look at like some of the greats, they still can move really well, or at least they did move really well during their career. Like Brian Shaw comes to mind.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Brian Shaw was like, he moved great. Like he would set up for like a deadlift. His shoulders would be like down by his knees when his legs would be straight, and you'd be like, oh my God, like that's incredible
Yeah.
mobility for a guy that's 6'8" and 440
Wow.
pounds. So you want to try to keep the athleticism, I think, as much as you can, so that way you're not too stuck together.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I like to think of myself as an amateur doomsday prepper. Like I have a bunch of videos on my Instagram of like running in Converse and stuff like that. Cause I'm like, when the zombies come, like the shoes I'm putting on is a pair of Converse. So I need to be able to escape. So I want to do like training for life.
You
You
need
know,
like a zombie apocalypse bus. Is what
dude,
you
for real. I
right?
mean, well,
You get like the roll cage on
I'm
it and
absolutely
like have it just.
not planning that with my school bus at all. I did try to figure out how to get both of my dogs on my motorbike so that we could dip when the
Yeah.
zombies come. But I'm a big fan of like training for life. You know, like I follow a lot of people. I have a lot of friends who just train to be mobile and athletic. Like I never want there to be a day where I couldn't run away if I needed to. Like that's kind of one of my biggest fears. And that was what I realized with the foot injury and the knee injury, how like vulnerable I felt, you know, because I'm like, fuck, like if something happens, I can't help myself and I can't help anyone else. And I never want to feel that way again. So I think once I finish fighting, like I really want to get into trail running. That's something that I really want to get good at. I'm such a big fan of Cameron Haynes. Like I love that he is a proponent of having athleticism for bow hunting. That's kind of what I want to do. You know, like I want to go do like endurance races, and I want to go do survival shows and stuff like that. I just want to be capable for life, you know? So I say like, yeah, I want to take a bunch of steroids and do strongman. I still want to do that, but I'm going to be able to run 100 miles at the same time.
Whew, whoa.
Not 100 miles. I'm so full of shit.
What's up, Power Project family? It's time to stop dressing like you're a fucking preschooler and step your game up by checking out Viore clothing. Now, I'm not one to talk. I wear a fucking pink hat that has a dog on it, but at the end of the day, at least my shirt and shorts are popping. So head to Viore because they have great stuff for your top and your bottom. Andrew, how can they get it?
Yes, you guys got to head over to viore.com/power project. That's VUORI.com/power project. And you guys will automatically receive 20% off your order. Links to them down in the description as well as the podcast show notes. Let's get back to the podcast.
I like where your head's at, though. I think that makes a lot of sense. Like have something that you have to show.
Yeah.
What your training's doing for you.
Yeah.
You have a competition to go to.
Well, I need to have goals. Like
Yeah.
I'm not, that's what I was saying earlier. Like what I struggle with outside of fights is just not having anything to do, not having
Right.
anything to work for, not having a schedule. And that's why I'm not that upset when I'm injured because I have things that I need to accomplish. You know,
Trail
I have
running's
goals.
something you can get into now.
Well, you know what? Amadeo and I've said that to Amadeo a couple of times and then
What is up with Amadeo? He's like
Dude, I
keeping you
don't
from
know.
doing all these great things.
I don't know. God damn it, Amadeo. No, I don't know.
You've been trying to get on the podcast for a couple of years. He's been trying to keep you down from that.
We've been talking about coming in to train. Yeah, I don't know. I love that guy. He's so busy. He's one of the busiest people I've
He's
ever
incredible.
met. Like he manages so many different fighters, plus like a bunch of public students, plus his kid. Like, yeah, he's all over the place. I never fault him when he says we're going to do something and it just doesn't happen because I understand life happens. But I actually have a friend who, his name's Dan. He lives in Montana, who is a runner, and he's like been trying to help me get into running because I'm such a terrible runner. Like I'm built for short distance. I'm not built for long distance, and I'm trying to get better at it, but it's hard. Like I would rather go and fight than go for a long distance run, you know, but he keeps telling me that trail running is easier than flat running because you have so many different so many variables, you
And
know?
that makes it easier.
Well, because it's not like flat running, you're just the same thing.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
whole time, you know, like trail running, you have up, you have down,
You
like
have
you have flat,
views.
you have views, like there's so much other stuff going on and I need stimulation. Like I can't, that's my excuse for not flat running is I'm like, oh, it's so fucking boring.
It can be. It could be really boring, and it is a little bit more taxing on your body because you, when you go up a hill, it just automatically slows you down.
Yeah.
You know. So, but then you have to run downhill,
Yeah.
which kind of can fuck you up.
Or
too.
you try to push uphill and then you
Yeah.
slow downhill because
Right.
I don't want to fuck up my knees either. So that's
Right.
kind of what I'm like, you
a lot
know,
of coordination and stuff too. A lot of balance. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff with the ankles, like trying to position yourself on like rocks and different things.
yeah.
It's actually it's great, but yeah, you can still fuck yourself up pretty good.
Well, that's also why I haven't really been pushing to
Yeah.
go and do it because I also feel like I'm quite uncoordinated and clumsy outside of my sport. So like I really want to learn how to skateboard. I have a skateboard at home, never been on it because
It's not, get a longboard. A longboard will it'll get you ready for that skateboard. Trust me. Why'd you decide? What's up? What's on
Should
your
I go
mind?
get some rollerblades? Should I just go rollerblade instead? No offense to anyone who rollerblades.
No surfing, huh?
Nah, oh, dude, sharks. Nah. I have another friend in LA, Alexa, who keeps like she messages me probably once every 2 weeks, like, when are you coming to LA so I can teach you how to surf? Teach me how to kickbox, I'll teach you how to surf. I'm like, bro, like sharks, man.
It's not gonna go well.
Nah. But it's so stupid. I don't want to surf because there's sharks, but I was just talking to one of my friends about doing a trip to Hawaii to go swim with sharks. And I'm like, but that's like controlled, right? Like
Right.
I'm making the decision to be around sharks. If
And you're
I'm
like in a
surfing-
cage, right? When you do the swim the
no,
sharks thing?
No. So in Hawaii, there's this group that I follow. I think they're in Oahu, and they do guided swims with tiger sharks, and they have like behavioral specialists that swim with you and know.
Fuck off. There's no.
You don't want to do that? Okay, so wait.
Wait, you like just
Wait.
just swimming.
Yes, you just, like, chilling
and
with sharks, yeah.
Sharks like cool.
Yeah.
And you just
But then there's people who like work with the sharks all the time where like if it starts getting a little frisky, then they go up and redirect it. It's so
and
cool.
you'll put you'll just put your life
Just
in their
fucking
hands
chill.
like that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, wait. So I had this conversation with my friend the other day, and I was like, we were like, yeah, let's go to Hawaii. I'm like, let's go to Hawaii. I want to go swim with these sharks. And he's like, in a cage, right? I said, nah, free swimming. And he's like, fuck that. I want to go do great whites in a cage.
No way.
And then so I started watching There you go. So then I started watching cage diving with great whites, where the great whites are attacking the cage. I'm like, why would you rather do that than do this? Look how peaceful this is. You're gonna show me someone getting attacked right now.
No.
Like, no, those are the sharks that are nice to everybody. They're different kind of sharks.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So the one that I want to go swim with, they have tiger sharks.
Oh fuck, dude. I don't know.
You think that's worse than being in a cage with a great white? That sounds terrible. Have you seen 47
I think it's all bad.
Have you seen 47 meters down? Have you seen that movie?
Is that the one with the Franco guy?
With Mandy Moore.
No, okay.
I wouldn't even do a virtual reality.
Wait, was it actually with Mandy Moore? Or is that a joke? It is? Okay, I haven't seen it. Wait, what's so funny?
When is Mandy Moore? I haven't seen her in a movie in
She's
a
in a
long
movie
time.
called 47 Meters Down, where they're in Mexico. I think it's Mexico, and they go shark watching in a cage, and then the thing breaks, and then they get stuck at the bottom, and they all get fucked up and die. They get eaten by sharks. So no, I'm not going in a cage.
Power Project family, a lot of the guys in the audience said that they hate me whispering, so I won't whisper anymore. I'll just whisper here again. So go ahead and comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out all our sponsors here in the bio or the description. Okay? All right. Bye.